If you really talk about the parity in college basketball, understand we played a team that had 9 new players, completely changed their style of play, and I thought they played really, really hard in the game. And what they forced us to do was to toughen up, to get better defensively, to block out tougher, be more accountable to three-point shooters. They forced us to score against the zone, a team that played 95% of the time in zone, and we still scored 80, 85 points, 87 points, 85 points. That's a lot of points against the zone. But it tells you the parity that's in college basketball. That was just a fight for us early on. But as we got control of the game, we grew up during the course of the game. So it's exactly the kind of game we need that continues to get us ready in this preseason for tougher games, tougher opponents, and get you ready for conference play.
You speak of the impact Valentine had and how he was able to get on his A game today?
He had a breakout game for him. He's got many more of them there because I think Valentine's a player that the more he plays, the more confidence he'll get. The more confidence, the more you'll see in his game. He's a tremendous, tremendous athlete and shot blocker that takes pride in blocking shots. He can block shots without fouling. He can block them with his right hand, his left hand. Obviously, he's great at rebounding, and I thought he was above the rim on some rebounds tonight. They were just fantastic. And just his presence inside gives you an opportunity to really pressure guards and do some things defensively that are different. We took the three-point shot away by getting up on them more, daring them to drive, and with Val in the game, he's a great weapon back on that back line, I think, to shut people down defensively.
What sort of impact can it have on the rest of the defense for him to put some of these 5-6 block nights on tape?
Well, what he does is he allows you to play more up the line, more pressure defense, which forces teams to get out of their offense. And they end up playing you a lot more one-on-one, and they think they can drive you, and they start driving. So he forces teams to do things differently offensively. He had 7 blocks in the game, and as I go home and watch tape, I'll guarantee you I'll see where he changed another dozen shots in there just because it makes you think before you go in there, think twice and everything. So I'm happy with the way he played. I'll be even more happy when his running mate gets on his game, Connor, because it was a tough game for him because of the quickness on the floor, but you've yet to see his game, and obviously we've got some more weapons sitting over there as well.
Anything Idaho State did that made it difficult for you guys to play at the tempo you wanted to?
No, they play in the zone. I mean, when you play zone and get back, there's not a lot of layups. There's a lot of ball movement. Not only have 13 turnovers against that zone. I'm happy they played a zone because it gave us a chance to work against it. I think people can see we're going to be effective in transition. We're going to be effective in your man-to-man in the half court. We're going to be effective in the zone in the half court. Again, that's a lot of points to put up. So we scored 85 points. I don't know what it is that they did. They really didn't do much to stop us from scoring. They just made us play a different way, and we were able to do that. And that's a pleasant surprise for everybody, I think, this early in the year that can have a team to put up that many points against the zone.
Ike finishes with 21 and 7 assists. Why do you think this was a game that he was able to succeed in?
I think, again, we put him at the point guard spot, and to his credit, he allows us to play him off the ball when teams are playing you man, where he can get out and run in transition. I felt like he was the more headier point guard on the floor tonight, so when we moved him over, it gave us a chance with those shooters on the floor to spread the floor, and it opened up driving lanes and gave him an opportunity to attack the basket, shoot a three, get fouled, knock down a free throw. His quickness and his athleticism was put on display because that zone kind of opened up once we started knocking down some threes.